Hi everyone, it's Lillian here from Stamper's Niche, coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. And I know that this is not my usual time, not that I tend to have a whole lot of usual times, but I don't usually do a Facebook Live on Sundays. I'm usually busy doing other things, but thanks to new COVID restrictions and American football, I have a free day and I was playing. And I thought that I would share what I was doing with you. So let's go down to my desk and check it out. Now, I don't know about you. Well, goodness, this is so tight, I can't get it to go down. Let's loosen things up here. There we go. But I have been concentrating on Christmas things a whole lot. And then I realized I need some birthday cards. So does that ever happen to you? It definitely happened to me. Let's get you centered a little bit here, and let's get us up on the computer. So I was playing around making birthday cards for a change, and I needed one for our grandson who's going to turn 3, and he'll be overseas. So I needed something interactive, so I thought a shaker card. And this is a really simple, easy one, and I thought, I bet you guys would like to do this too. So hi Donna, hi Judy, so glad you can join me. Nice to see you. So we've made shaker cards before, but this is a really easy way. Just a nice little shortcut. And it does the shaking business, so it works out just well. So let me show you how I went about it. What I used was, let me put this to the side here, was our clear envelopes. Now, our clear envelopes are found on page 153 of the annual catalog. So we see our medium envelopes right here, and down here are the clear. So you get 50 of them for $8.25. So that comes out to 17 cents an envelope. I just happen to have that there. So they're clear. They come like this, and you can use these for all kinds of things. I often put my cards in here to protect them, but you can mail your cards. So for example, the card that I shared today earlier, this one here, if I wanted to, I could pop it into a clear envelope, just like that. Remove the backing. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't know who I'm mailing it to, but well, I could, because I can open it up again. So take this off, and it's self-adhesive, so it's COVID friendly. And then you can put your labels and stamps on the outside. Do not put them on the inside. That won't work. But as long as you put them on the outside, it will go through the mail perfectly. So, oh, Nancy, yes, I think it's an hour or two later where you are. So dinner almost ready. We're not thinking about dinner just yet. And Donna, you got 48 cards so far for your birthday. Wow. Way to go. That's amazing. Anyway, back to this. So you can also use these clear envelopes for all kinds of other things. And one thing you can do is actually peel these off, layer them up, and turn them into a little photo album. So I cut this, trying to put it in the wrong side. I cut this so that I could put some cardstock behind it, but I don't have any handy. And then if you had a whole bunch stacked up, they would just flip like a book, and then you could put a cover on it. If that works well, I've done that before, but today we're going to use them for something different, for the shaker card. So let me just bring in, we're going to make a Christmassy one today. So let's bring in the pieces. We're going to use snowflake wishes and the dies as well. And the only thing we're doing with the dies is I'm actually using this tiny, tiny one to cut out some of the things to use in the shaker part so that they look like that. So let's put that to the side and bring this forward. So I've got it prepared a little bit ahead of time. I'm going to stamp on here I use the brushed metallic from the mini catalog, and let's just slide that over. And I use the snowflake embossing folder. So what you're going to do to make your shaker card is you're just going to tuck it in to the clear envelope and put it right down in the corner. So you've got excess up there, that's fine. So put it right down in the corner, then put whatever you want in your shaker card. Now these particular ones are white on the back, so I'm trying to make sure that I put them in with the shiny side up. There's a better way here. I'm going to slide that out and put these on there for now. And then slide it back in. So the copper paper is also from the metallic. There we go. Now I'm going to bring in some of these. These are called Flowers for Every Season, and I'm not going to use the green. I'm just going to use the clear ones. And these are a little bit more bulky than sequins, so they help to give it a little bit more wiggle room in here. So I'm just going to put a few in. Let me see if I can get a few more clear ones without getting the green. There we go. So put those in. Put the lid back on that and put it to the side. Then I'm going to bring in these. Now, I don't know if you've noticed these in the catalog at all, and I forgot to bring the mini over. But these sequins are almost at the back of the mini catalog. Let's just see here if I can find them. Right, they are on page 66, and they're right here. So they actually go with all that plaid paper, or they can go with any season. But the neat thing about these sequins is they come already divided by colors. So let's just open this up. And there's a sequin from some other project sitting on top. There we go. And let's see, I'm going to, whoops, I just knocked something on the floor. I'll put a few of these in, but I don't know if they're going to show up. They might be too much the same color. And the reason I'm using a little plastic spoon is because they always stick to my fingers. So we've got that. Do you think we should add some other color here? What do you think? We're sticking pretty metallic-y. I'm just going to put a few of these in. I might regret this. Judy, you might be cringing right here. But I just want to see, making sure that paper stays down in the corner. I don't want the sequins to get behind. What do you think? Does that look pretty good? I think that'll do. So let's put the lid back on this. So just like embossing powder, we don't want it flying around. And get rid of that. Now what we're going to do is turn that over, again keeping it in position. And we'll peel the backing off. Oh, Judy, looks great. Good, thank you. And now I'm going to just fold it over as far as it'll go. Even use my bone folder. And then that's already sticky, so it's going to stick down like that. It's got a little bubble there. It's repositionable, so that's good. So now we've got it like that. And we're going to bring this over like that. And I'm going to bring in my tear and tape. And the neat thing about this is it will not only hold this down, but in a few minutes it will fasten it to the card. So we need a little bit more like that. So it's holding it down. Oh, I got a little extra there. Tear that off. Joys of tear and tape. And let's, while we've got the tear and tape here, just add a little bit more. You can tell I'm thinking a bit, getting quiet. There we go. And I'm actually going to run some more up here. Oh, missed some there. Oh well, this will catch it. So I'm generous with the tear and tape, but that's okay. It'll hold everything in place. When I did this one, I didn't catch the edge. Let's see if I can fix that. Oh, I can. It's plastic. It's forgiving. There we go. So now we've got it like that. And already we've got our shaker card made. Well, the shaking part anyway. So if we put it on here, this is my plan. And then it's going to go on here. So it's going to be layered like that. I'm going to stamp on this piece here. Now I've got some ribbons I brought in. So there's this ribbon with the gold edging, or there's this ribbon that's more like a linen. Which one would you use? Which ribbon should I go with? The one with the gold edging or the linen? And while you're answering that, I'm going to stamp the words on here. And the words are from the snowflake set. So I'm going to emboss them with gold as well. And this is photopolymer, so I better bring in, oh, I have to show you something that I just got. This is actually called the Stamparatus Deluxe Foam Mat. So this is a mat that you can put in your Stamparatus, and you've got the grid paper here. It's got a plasticky finish so it wipes off, but it's got foam on the back. This is so handy, like if I want to go stamp in the living room or somewhere else, I can take this along and it's a stamping surface for me. I've got this, I can clean it off, or I can do this on this side and do my stamping on it. So if you don't have one of these, this might be something to consider. It's a really neat little thing. So let's just use it today. So put this down. Actually, I don't need to put that down. This way I could use this side. All right. And here we go. So I'm seeing gold edging ribbon. Okay, I was leaning towards that way too. So we will likely go with that unless someone takes offense. So this says Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. And let's see if I can do this without getting my head in the way. When on long stamps, do make sure you run your finger right down the whole way. There we go. And we'll bring in the gold embossing powder. Which I almost need some more of. And there we go. Put the lid on that. Put this out of the way. Clear some of this out of the way so I don't accidentally melt it with the heat tool. Okay, I'm going to make a little noise here. Here we go. The magic's about to happen. Just has to heat up here. So I don't know about your house, but normally on Sundays we have church in the morning, and then normally our daughter and family all come for supper. But we're doing church online, of course, like we've been doing for a while now. And with the new COVID restrictions, nobody's coming for supper. And Harry enjoys American football, and he's busy watching that. So I've had some uninterrupted time. So there we go. Here's like that. Let's bring in our pieces again. Now, when I first was making these, I was concerned that if I wrapped ribbon around, it would impede the shaking. But I have made a few now and it doesn't. But if you are concerned about that, here's one way of getting around it. Well, no, it's not going to work on this card. I'll show you on another card. So let's put that like that. I didn't really plan this part out. Let's see, do we want to go with this there? Not so sure that works. Maybe we'll go with this like that. I'm not so sure. Oh, well, we'll go with plan A and see what happens, right? So here we go. We will put some glue dots on this, wrap it around. Now we're going to peel off all of the backings here so it will stick here. So use my handy dandy take your pick tool. There we go. Make short work of that. Oops, that wasn't very smart. Wrapped my ribbon around before I took this off. Well, that's easily fixed, right? We can always fix these things. Got a little ahead of myself. Let's go back and do this again. Oh, I do like the gold edging. I think you guys made the right call. Now we're going to stick it down to this layer here. And all that tear and tape is going to hold that plastic in place. Look at it. Ooh, I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so what shall I do with this? Don't know if I really needed the ribbon. Oh well, it's there now. We will go with it. And we'll bring in this like that. Fasten it to our card front. Maybe what I need to do is punch the other end of that. And instead of putting it right to the edge, put it in the center. I'm just going to run and get my punch here, which, here it is. So this is the Banner's Pick-a-Punch, which I just love. You can use it for 1/2 inch widths, 3/4 of an inch width, or 1 inch. This is 3/4, and there we go. Oh, now this is too long. Gotta shorten that one up a bit. It's not centered anymore. Maybe a bit more yet. Sorry folks, I changed my plan midstream here. Do you ever do that when you're making a card? Got that one a little bit wonky. Didn't get it centered. When having troubles, just keep punching away. That's better. That's what we'll do. We'll do it like that and put it on dimensionals, I think. Okay, normally we'll do it this way. I want to be careful to catch some of the plastic and not just be totally on the ribbon, because ribbon will just throw the greeting up in the air. So there we go. We've got that done. Like that. Then we've got some of these gold gems, gilded gems that are just gorgeous. And I love using them. So I think we could put a few of these on the outside just to add to the whole sequency kind of thing. So people won't know whether they're on the outside or the inside, right? There we go. And folks, there is a shaker card. Isn't that neat? Do you like it? Let me show you a few others. Can you imagine this type of card done with the Evergreen Forest embossing folder? I think that would be absolutely gorgeous. But so here's the one we made. Here's the one I showed you at the beginning. Now this one I stamped, did the stamping, punched it out, and I glued it to the inside. But if you do that, you have to make sure to glue it down really well because you don't want your sequins to catch. So those are two of them. Then this one here, I did just stamping, embossing on the inside. And then all of these just shake around. Well, of course, now they're stuck in the middle. There we go. And there we go, like that. So another fun one. This one here, I guess I better hold it still or I'm going to be making you guys dizzy. But I use the bells and the, forget the name of that paper all of a sudden. And I used all different colors of the sequins. I also used the bell dies, these little things that pop out. I use that. You can use punches. You can use whatever to make the confetti. And then here's a sneak peek at, well, this confetti is still from this one that I showed you at the beginning. Here that we used today, so it's still from this confetti here, but the paper here is actually a sneak peek of some paper that's going to be in celebration, and same with the stamp set, so you're going to have to stay tuned for that. But there are some fun shaker cards that are really easy to put together, so go have some fun and shake it up a little, and please post what you make because I love to see what you're making. Also, thank you so much for sharing and commenting and following. And if you're watching this on YouTube, for subscribing. That really helps me a lot. And so thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you guys. Have fun. Bye-bye.